This is every leaked content coming to LEGO Fortnite. Now, before we deep dive a lot of the content drop that is going to happen at some point in LEGO, I do want to let everybody know that all of these leaks have been added into the game files, and that is how we have access to them. This means that they are available to the private servers of this game, but are not available to the public servers. The way that that works is that they have people testing these to ensure that they work and they're stable while inside of LEGO Fortnite. I would imagine that the reason why we haven't gotten some of this content is number one, it doesn't line up with their roadmap just yet, or number two, they found that it's too buggy or that the servers can't handle all of this content. So keep that in mind while we're going through this video. A lot of the leaks that I've covered on this channel have come out, such as new food items into Unreal Editor. We've also had the dagger, different launch pads, and different things like that released that I've leaked previously, but all of this stuff will come out eventually. It's just a matter of when. Now, one of the first leaks that we got that still hasn't released in the game is the Zipline. Now, this is something that I'm really unsure as to why we haven't received this in the game yet, considering we just got a steering wheel, which allows us to use airships, as well as different ground vehicles. It doesn't seem like the Zipline is going to be as great as it could have been if it came out when it was leaked. However, this is still something that would be really nice when it comes to coming from the bottom of a hill or the bottom of a mountain to the top of a mountain, or maybe connecting mountains or connecting hills, rather than simply wasting some of those grapple recharges. So something like a Zipline would be extremely nice to get in the game. I'm unsure when they're going to release this, but this should be something that comes sooner rather than later. Now, another leaked item that we got early on was the Catapult. And the thing about the Catapult was that Epic actually changed the description of this about a month after the original leak came out for this. So it seemed as though we're going to get this one sooner rather than later. The thing about the Catapult is not only can you use this to throw things or shoot things or catapult things towards your enemies, it also appears as though you could work that towards yourself as well. So rather than using launch pads all the time, you could actually just use a catapult to shoot yourself in any direction on the map. Now, the next thing is going to be the cannon, which once again is something that you could put yourself into and then shoot yourself around the map. The other thing that was really interesting about the cannon was that it was described to be part of a Dreams special event that would happen in game, where a ship or a Dreams ship would come across the map and you would have to shoot at the targets with this cannon. I'm unsure if that's just going to be a LEGO mini game or that's actually just part of LEGO Fortnite, but nonetheless, getting a cannon that could shoot you around or shoot things at enemy buildings would be a ton of fun. Now, I've actually seen a lot of people request this feature into LEGO Fortnite, but this is actually a trader. Now, the way that a trader would work inside of LEGO Fortnite is you could speak to this person and trade them some sort of material or weapon, and they would give you something back in return. That is something that pretty much everybody kind of requests, because that is a feature that is inside of Minecraft and other games similar to this. And this is something that was leaked a few months ago, so it is kind of a question of why isn't this in the game? It's not a special build. It would just be a person walking around the map, just like we have right now with villagers running around the map that could potentially trade us items just for finding them or talking to them. Now let's dive into the Dark Forest biome. This is something that is probably the most hyped up thing in the community that just about every single person wants, as we have so many leaks that are involved within this Dark Forest. Now, the main thing when it comes to the Dark Forest biome is that this is a brand new area on the map, and with that means that we're going to have some stability issues or some server issues, which is why I believe that we have not received this just yet into the game. Now, the biggest thing for me is obviously going to be stability and server issues, and content second to that. I believe that they do have this ready, as we've already seen the creatures, the builds, the different items that are inside of the game due to this Dark Forest biome being added into the game files. So it really just becomes a matter of when are the servers good enough to handle something like this being added into every single one of our worlds. Now, you cannot talk about the Dark Forest biome without talking about the Rift weapons. Rift is another thing that was mentioned when it comes to this. I believe that the Rift is going to work as a nether portal into this area, similar to what Minecraft has. But you could see that these Rift items are blue, just like a Rift would be, and you guys also were able to see a hammer in there. We also have brand new titanium axes, pickaxes, and equipment like that. So not only are you getting brand new Rift items, but you're also getting titanium items as well, which is going to be 2 brand new series of items, which is really nice to see in the game. Now we can also see inside of this video something like a hammer. Now a hammer is also shown on the Lion Knight's Castle bundle on one of the decorative tools. That can be put onto a wall and shows the exact hammer that's being used inside of this video. So at some point we should be receiving a hammer as a weapon or a tool. Now we also are actually able to see the ingredients needed or the requirements needed in order to unlock some of these brand new pieces of equipment. These are all legendary type of items. We have seen legendaries already added into the game, such as the different type of fish that were added in, but you see that there are different type of materials we're going to need as well. One being a rift crystal, a titanium bar, and then also a dark wood rod. So like I said, I believe that you're going to have to go into a nether portal or a rift in order to go into the dark forest biome, which gives you access to the dark wood. Inside of that biome is going to be caves, similar to what we see now, which is then going to have that dark wood rods, or you're going to see the titanium inside of there, as well as those rift crystals to go ahead and mine. Now we've gotten other leaks about different creatures releasing in the game, but here's a few that were specific to the dark forest or the rift area of the map. First, we have a beetle. This looks very colorful and then unique, and you'll notice that color along the line here, as well as we then see a storm sick wolf. We're going to talk about a storm sickness later on as well, but then you have the rift shell crab. This just spews out rifts. I don't know if that's after you kill them that they drop the rift, or if they are on the regular map and you use them to teleport into the rift to go to the dark forest biome. But this is also the first look at your rift brute on the map, which will absolutely be the most powerful creature on the entire map. Now, next up is the essences that I've seen as well. This was something that was leaked to go onto your essence table. One is a fire, one is a snowflake, one is a storm, and then one kind of looks like a knockback, which is called power. Now, I believe that this is going to work as something you could add on to your weapon to then inflict onto somebody that you're attacking. So maybe you attack a brute and they light on fire, or you do fire damage to them. Same exact thing with storm damage, freezing damage, or you can knock them back with whatever weapon you have. Now, this is a brand new type of equipment that we see right here. This is specific onto rift crystals and rift ore in order to make rift type of items. Now, I do want to say once again that we're not entirely sure as to when we're going to see these items release into LEGO Fortnite. Like I said, they are on privated servers to be tested, but they're not on the public servers for all of us to use on the game. So I do hope that we do get these extremely soon, as content does seem to get a little bit stale. That might just be because of stability issues and server problems. However, I don't think that it'll ever be an issue where getting more content will keep players coming back. So hopefully we get this soon. We're able to get more content on the game, more players will come back to play, and overall we'll all have a better gaming experience.